When U.S. heavyweight champion David Hayes stepped into the ring against a Shaolin Monk, combat experts predicted an easy victory for the American powerhouse. Hayes had dominated Louisiana state championships for 3 consecutive years, crushed multiple Muay Thai champions across America, and even challenged the legendary Boakaw to fight him. But what happened next shattered every assumption about size, power, and traditional martial arts effectiveness. Welcome back to Fight Legends Unleashed, where we analyze the most extraordinary martial arts encounters ever captured on film. Today, we're witnessing a clash that embodies the eternal debate in combat sports. Can technical mastery and spiritual discipline overcome raw power and physical dominance? The story you're about to see isn't just another fight. It's a cultural collision that has divided the martial arts community for years. On one side stands David Commrad Hayes, Louisiana's pride and America's heavyweight champion, a fighter who had systematically demolished opponents for 3 consecutive years and built his reputation on devastating knockout power. His confidence was so absolute that he had called out Boakaw, one of Muay Thai's greatest legends, though the Thai warrior declined to face the oversized American. On the other side enters Yi Long, the enigmatic Chinese monk whose victories over established fighters had already begun challenging Western perceptions of traditional martial arts effectiveness. This wasn't just about individual skill. It represented a fundamental haunted combat sports since the East first met the West in organized competition. Force meets an immovable object. When did modern American boxing methodology face ancient Shaolin principles? The answer will challenge your understanding of what truly matters in combat sports. The pre-fight atmosphere revealed everything about each fighter's mentality and preparation philosophy. Hayes, radiating the confidence that had carried him through years of American competition, used his interview time to make clear his expectations. Yi Long would be another victim in his continuing march through combat sports. When Hayes entered the ring area, he immediately began sparring with his coach, a calculated display designed to showcase his preparation level and intimidate his opponent. Every punch thrown, every combination executed sent a message to the watching crowd about American boxing's refined brutality and systematic approach to combat preparation. Yi Long's entrance told a completely different story. Rather than shadow boxing or pad work, the Shaolin Monk submitted to a demonstration that left Western audiences stunned. His colleagues proceeded to break multiple wooden sticks across his body, each impact absorbed without visible reaction. This wasn't showmanship, it was a window into training methods that have produced warriors for over 15 centuries. From the opening bell, Yi Long's strategy became immediately apparent. Rather than the measured, defensive approach many expected from a traditional martial artist, the Shaolin Monk exploded forward with aggressive intent. His enthusiastic charge caught Hayes off guard, disrupting the American's planned approach and forcing immediate reactive adjustments. The early exchanges revealed each fighter's tactical approach. Hayes attempted to maintain distance and establish his jab, the fundamental weapon of American boxing. Yi Long, however, refused to respect this game plan, pressing forward with combinations that mixed traditional Shaolin techniques with modern striking principles. The first significant moment came when Yi Long decided to close the distance and unleash a devastating sequence. Body kicks targeted Hayes' midsection, each impact designed to weaken the American's core stability and breathing. The combination culminated in a head kick, followed by punches that forced Hayes into immediate defensive mode, stepping backward to create space and reset the engagement. This sequence established the round's pattern. Yi Long as the aggressor, Hayes as the reluctant defender, trying to weather the storm while looking for counter opportunities. The American heavyweight, accustomed to imposing his will on opponents, found himself reacting to initiatives rather than creating them. Yi Long's pressure continued relentlessly. His forward march was accompanied by another punching combination that kept Hayes in defensive mode, protecting himself from the monk's relentless assault. The image of America's heavyweight champion reduced to survival mode sent shockwaves through observers who had expected easy American dominance. Perhaps the most telling sequence of the round came when Yi Long landed a devastating kick to Hayes' lower body, immediately following with face punches that connected cleanly. A particularly clean jab struck Hayes directly on the cheek, forcing the American champion to retreat rapidly to avoid further damage. Yi Long's combinations grew more devastating as the round progressed. His kicks to Hayes' abdomen landed with such force that the referee felt compelled to intervene, checking whether the American could continue. This pause in action highlighted the effectiveness of traditional Shaolin conditioning and technique against modern Western boxing preparation. When the fight resumed, Yilong's torture continued. His confidence was visible in every movement, the assurance of a fighter who had found his opponent's weaknesses and possessed the tools to exploit them systematically. The second round opened with Hayes attempting to reclaim the initiative. His attacking mode represented a desperate attempt to turn the fight's momentum and reassert the dominance that had defined his career. Yilong's response revealed supreme confidence in his abilities and conditioning. Rather than respecting Hayes' increased aggression, the monk began inviting attacks, a psychological gambit designed to further demoralize his opponent while demonstrating his own superiority. Hayes, however, had learned caution from the first round's punishment. Despite Yilong's taunting invitations, the American remained in a defensive position, recognizing that any mistake could result in an immediate knockout. This tactical adjustment showed Hayes' ring intelligence, but also revealed how thoroughly the first round had shaken his confidence. Yilong continued hunting for the fight-ending moment, unleashing head kicks designed to end the contest quickly. His technique remained crisp despite the increased pace, a testament to conditioning that had prepared him for extended high-intensity combat. The spinning kicks to Hayes' abdomen provided perhaps the round's most dramatic moments. Each impact registered visibly on the American's face, pain and doubt replacing the confidence that had characterized his pre-fight demeanor. These techniques, perfected through years of traditional training, proved devastatingly effective against modern boxing preparation. Both fighters sought to catch each other off guard, but Yilong appeared fully prepared for championship-level competition. His combinations flowed naturally, suggesting that traditional Shaolin training had prepared him for exactly this type of high-stakes encounter. The round's climactic moment came when Hayes finally found his opening. A perfect left jab connected cleanly, sending Yilong crashing to the canvas and sliding several feet across the ring surface. For a moment, it appeared that American boxing power had reasserted itself against Eastern technique, but Yilong's response revealed the mental toughness that traditional training had developed. Rather than showing concern or hesitation, he returned to his feet with stylistic flair, immediately ready to resume combat. Hayes gained temporary control following his successful combination, but the bell ended the round before he could capitalize fully on his momentum. The third round opened with both fighters recognizing the stakes. Hayes needed to build on his second round success, while Yilong sought to reclaim the dominance that had characterized the fight's early stages. Yilong immediately returned to his aggressive approach, charging forward with leg kicks followed by punches in rapid succession. His combinations came back to back, overwhelming Hayes' defensive capabilities and forcing the American into survival mode once again. The round's decisive sequence began when Yilong unleashed a relentless punching combination that trapped Hayes in the corner. The American champion, overwhelmed by the volume and accuracy of incoming strikes, found himself helpless against the cage while Yilong continued his assault. The referee's intervention became necessary to separate the fighters, but Yilong's aggression resumed immediately upon restart. His face punches came in rapid succession, each one finding its target on an increasingly defenseless Hayes. The cumulative damage finally took its toll. Hayes, hurt badly by the sustained punishment, could no longer mount effective defense or counterattack. His attempts to fight back barely registered on Yilong, who had proven immune to the American power throughout the contest. Recognizing that Hayes could not continue safely, the referee ended the fight, declaring Yilong the winner of this historic encounter. The fight's conclusion revealed a character that transcended competitive victory. Yilong, despite having systematically dismantled one of America's most respected champions, immediately returned to check on Hayes' condition. Their embrace demonstrated the mutual respect that develops between warriors who have tested each other's limits. What do you think about the effectiveness of traditional martial arts against modern fighting systems? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth martial arts analysis that challenges conventional wisdom and explores the fascinating intersection of Eastern tradition and Western innovation.